Well, I had no idea about difference of like holiday candies or sweets, but I think we found a gift for everybody back home. Morning. Got my hands full kind of this morning. Not garbage, just distracted. Because of our little, I mean, are those things qualified as candies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to say their name because then people can Google them, and I'd much rather have my families, our respective families, be surprised about what they are. But I found 3 varieties. I think we're gonna not go with one of them because I don't even know if I would like that kind.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're certainly unique in terms like there's a bajillion ways to do candy, but really there's not that many. Like,
yeah.
We're probably gonna get some here soon because it's that time of year, so they're now just like up for sale at Albert Heijn, and that's that. It's funny because I was a little bit worried about their name the very first time I actually tried some of these from the bakery, and I was like, oh, this has nothing to do with that name. Weird. And like, as I've been saying, it's kind of awkward, or it's kind of not so awkward trying to read Dutch because many of their words are just slightly different.
Yeah.
Because English is a Germanic language, and so is Dutch, and well, so is German. So it's like you kind of get similar proper nouns, at least. And I know we talk a lot about language, but that's just sort of something that it's us
in front of our minds.
Yeah, because you know, oh, there's Sinterklaas. They actually have there's Sinterklaas decorations up now rather than their Christmas decorations. Station, station. It literally spelled the same, just pronounced differently because different vowel pronunciations. I'm having an issue with my coffee right now because of the dried coffee that's come up and hits in that part where it turns. It has actually plastered some of that dried coffee stain stuff into the breathing hole on the other side. So I'm not getting any coffee up because it's not being replaced by air. And
But so yeah, the 2 major differences are the fact that you pronounce every letter and their vowels.
Well, and the fact that they also mix in some romantic language words too.
Oh yeah.
To be fair, the Germans also have they have bibliothek for things, and so that's just sort of the European word for it. Same thing with
Apotheke.
I think that might be more German. I don't know, but it's definitively yeah. So yeah, part of the like train, T-R-E-I-N.
Yeah.
You know, stop, halte, halt. You get it.
Yeah. It's straightforward and it makes sense once you realize that.
Yeah, like once
2 rules.
That's the thing. A lot of Americans, especially also some British, I've actually watched some videos about. They don't understand Dutch. And I'm like, because you weren't really trying to understand the words. You're trying to understand the language before you're trying to understand the forest before the trees. Whereas if you just understand a couple of the trees, the forest makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
And the same thing works with with Americans, except Americans are like, we don't know any languages except for like gracias, and they don't even say that right. It is weird being this close to trams and that close to traffic. Like, it is weird.
Yeah, this ain't camera trickery. It's anxiety inducing.
Tram traffic. But Aaron has to go get his ID card today, and then we're gonna go eat at basically this thing that's like Chipotle, but may not be anywhere close to, because apparently nachos are hard. So if nachos are hard, burritos may be hard.
Yeah, I don't get how nachos are hard, but they are.
Yeah. So anyways, we'll see you guys at like midday. All right, we're back down here. World Trade Center. No. Actually, one's tall, the other one's not. But anyways, so we're gonna swing by Salsa Shop it's lunchtime right now. I mean, everybody's on the switcheroos right now, so we might have a little bit of time. But we're also 20 minutes early for him getting his ID card.
Because they're on lunch too.
Yeah, they're on lunch too. God forbid. So yeah, we'll see what that whole Salsa Shop thing is. Fresh Mexican kitchen. We'll see. All right, so we had kind of a weird snafu because, well, Aaron asked for fajitas like we usually do extra every time, and they wound up charging him extra.
Well, they do for fajitas too.
No, they don't. They've never. I have gotten them.
They're supposed to.
Well, they're not. They don't, because they're just veggies. Who cares about veggies? But yeah, it's a bowl. It's a bigger physical bowl, but I think the same amount of stuff.
Yeah.
He got barbacoa with fajitas, but they thought that you were vegetarian because you asked for it.
I know.
And I'm like, yeah, he's not vegetarian.
Yeah, no.
So we'll eat, and then we'll get his card, and then we'll talk about, what, all that jazz afterwards. I want to eat before any sprinkles come in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that thing is. It's the moving sound of the crane. Just echoes inside this big hall. Hold a moment. Okay. So, how was your Chipotle?
It was good.
That was it's basically Chipotle.
It's totally Chipotle.
Yeah, it's Chipotle, everything but the name,
Yeah.
and also more salsas.
Yeah.
Those were
Salsa Shop.
Was that salsa actually really good with the?
It was. It was nice and sweet.
It was it was a pineapple something.
Roasted pineapple Chipotle.
Yeah, and I had the yellow something habanero, and she's like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Honey, I know what I'm about."
I think she has to ask if you're sure because it says warning under it.
Oh, it says warning under it. Whatever. Yeah. So yeah, there's a Wagamama thing here, so I'm gonna read their menu and see what everything's about. Maybe Aaron and I can swing by here some other time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it for today. I'm gonna head to Albert Heijn, pick up correct coffee filters, and maybe a couple of the things that I forgot yesterday.
Yeah. Bye.